Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don, this is Rockin' the Country. I'm doing another Hank Snow song. It's been a minute since I've done one, so 90 miles per hour down a dead-end street. Can we relate to that? I'm going to find out. This has to be about a relationship. And it was requested by Susan Ashworth. So Susan, thank you for this request. I don't know the song, it's a reaction, which is like I probably like 95% of what I do are reactions. The other 5% would be reviews. Oh, we got piano.
I took you home from a party and we kissed in fun. A few stolen kisses and no harm was done. Instead of stopping when we could, we went right on, till suddenly we found the brakes were gone.
Oh, nice transition.
You belong to someone else and I do too. It's just as crazy being here with you as a bad motorcycle with the devil in the seat, doing 90 miles an hour down a dead-end street. I did want you, now I have no choice. It's too late to listen to the warning voice. All I hear is thunder as our two hearts meet, doing 90 miles an hour down a dead-end street. You're not free to belong to me, and you know I can never be your own. Your lips on mine are like sweet, sweet wine, but we're heading for a wall of stone.
It's almost like these backing vocals, this chorus is like this heavenly chorus calling them to stop.
Warning signs are flashing by us, but we pay no heed. Instead of slowing down the pace, we keep picking up the speed. Disaster's getting closer every time we meet, doing 90 miles an hour down a dead-end street. You're not free to belong to me, and you know I can never be your own. Your lips on mine are like sweet, sweet wine, but we're heading for a wall of stone. Warning signs are flashing by us, but we pay no heed. Instead of slowing down the pace, we keep picking up the speed. Disaster's getting closer every time we meet, doing 90 miles an hour down a dead-end street.
Unbelievable. And, you know, human nature doesn't change. When you're younger, you tend to think the prior generations were just so and wearing plaid and boring and all this. You hear a song like this written, I don't know, this had to have been the early 60s, could it have been the 50s maybe? And you're like, same deal back then, they just couldn't stop. We call them animal instincts. I mean, we are animals. The human brain has allowed us to cooperate with one another, and this is anthropologically and such. Cooperation is why we're the apex predator on planet Earth. I mean, not even lions. If it's one-on-one, yes, but we learn how to control those things due to the noggin. But sometimes we revert. And these two they're both married to someone else. But those passions, and I love the way the lyrics developed. Like they just blew past it. It was just too late to even stop or slow down. And back then they had to have a bit more, God, what is it? Decorum, savoir-faire, something. You couldn't say things on the nose. You had to sort of skirt what you were saying and imply it just so that those who understand what you're talking about and have experience would know what you're talking about, but maybe kids or teenagers wouldn't, about that intense passion, because it was, more conservative or reserved. Societies change over time. Study the Roman Empire. Things just go haywire later on, and America is kind of following in that same footprint here. But all of that said, This is what these reactions do to me, Susan Ashworth. Brilliant songwriter and depiction. And I mean, the tempo picked up, and then I'm like, oh, 90 miles an hour. Of course it was going to pick up. This wasn't going to be like one of these slow songs the whole way through. I hadn't thought of that when I saw the title. I'm like, oh, I like the title. So, oh, I got to rate this. Oh, those I want to call it like the choir. It was the backing female vocalists. I mean, to me, you heard what I said. I thought they represented, they could have represented like angels just begging, calling to them, stop, stop, stop. Sort of like in an ironic way, but in a straightforward way. But it also could have been like her. It could have been her. Sort of like, because there's obviously a woman in this thing and we don't hear her side of it, we just hear his, but there could be a representation that she's in it with him. The number that popped into my head, this is a country song. There were so many pleasant surprises in this on so many levels. To me, this song is a 9.8. Yeah, I mean, 20 years ago, I would have turned the song off. Now, it's absolutely brilliant to me. And that's the fun of the challenge. That's the fun of change. It's the fun of experiencing something in the moment. So, folks, there we go. Hank Snow, courtesy of Susan Ashworth. All right, guys and girls, have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.